Hello everyone. In this video, I'll show you how to do correlation analysis in Particle Analyzer. So basically, you have to do the correlation analysis in Image Processor first before you can pass the analyzed file to Particle Analyzer. Without the analyzed um, results from the image processor, the Particle Analyzer won't do correlation analysis. So here I've opened a set of images that already have correlation analysis done in image processor. So as you can see that the correlation panel is active. If you open a set of files that does not have correlation analyzed in image processor, you won't have an activated correlation panel. So what I would do now is I would select particles first. So the usual way to do this, so here is why we want to do correlation of particles, because as you see that we have particles that's randomly aligned on the surface. If we want to find some similarities between them, we have to realign them, and if they're really repeatable, reproducible, the structure patterns, we might even want to average them. And those alignment parameters and the correlation efficient, they are calculated in image processor. So in image analyzer, it's basically to extract those parameters, those rotational parameters, those correlation coefficient parameters, and make alignments and then do the averaging. That's what particle analyzer does. So in order to align these particles, we want to find we want to have a template first. So right now, I didn't analyze all these particles. Instead, I pick up those larger ones as highlighted in this figure. So I can pick up the ones that are not highlighted, so because they are not analyzed. In this image, I want to analyze those larger particles, proteins, dimerized proteins. They are. So, and as you see, there are many of these, like this one and that one, they kind of have a similar shape. They kind of have like dumbbell shape, and some of them are more elongated, and I want to align them. So the first thing you would do is to pick up a template. To do that, you just left click a particle. It's easier to pick up the particle that already has some orientation pattern in them. So like this one is elongated. So if you pick up a particle that's like generally round shape, you will find matches that's not quite satisfying because it does not have any distinctive correlation with other similar round shaped particles. So, and I mean, you can still find them, but the alignment won't be satisfactory because you can align them if they don't have any orientation, because you can simply align them in any orientation. So it's easier to realign these particles if they already have some kind of directionality, so like the one I chose here. So to find the targets that matches up with these particles, you can actually select multiple particle as template. You don't have to select this one. For example, if you want to match two particles at the same time, then you can select two of them. What the program does is it will find particles that match up with this one and find particles that match up with that one, and they make a union of those selections. So you got it's not an intersection of these matches, but it's a union of the results. So for now, for simplicity, I just select one particle for now. So what then I would do, I would pick up a correlation quality factor, which is the correlation coefficient in percentage. So the correlation coefficient ranges from 0 to 1, and in percentage case it will be like from 0% to 100%. So the quality is basically from 0 to 100. So this is the default value 85, but you can pick up other values. So next I'm going to do is I'm going to click Find button, which will find particles that match up with the selected particle. So all you did is click Find, and now it finds like 2 particles in my view. It's easier to show the stats table. So you see we have 3 particles in total, which include the particle that we use as template. So right now I have 3 particles selected. So what if we want to find matches that's in other images? So we have like 7 or 8 images right now. So to do that, you have to click Apply to All, which means any image operation, including the correlation operation, it will apply to all the images instead of only the current image. So apparently I would like to cancel the current selection because we want to select them again. If you click Find right now, it will use the 3 particles that we have as templates. Now we have much more, a lot of results that we want to start from a small number of results first, because it's easier for the system responsiveness. For one thing, it's also easier for us to manually refine this matching process, because the computer, it does not always give you the best results. You have to go through a manual review session. So you don't want to have a lot of particles for now. It's always easier to start with a small number of matches. So to do that, I'm going to cancel these selections, and we're going to select one particle and then click Find. So in this case, remember I already checked the option Apply to All. So now if I click Find, it will find particles that from all images that will match up with the selected particle. So let's click Find. Well, apparently I haven't checked this All Images box. So if you want to show stats from all images, you have to check this box right now. Let's see. We have about 17 particles that's found. So remember, we have 3 particles that's found in this image, but we have 14 particles found in other images. You can actually go to the other image, just check if they are selected. So you see like this one, there's one there. Yeah, there's one there as well. It's kind of, yeah. Let's go to the next one. You see this one. So to see them better, you might want to adjust their appearance. Let's do them right now. Just make the text a little bigger, and makes the that a little big as well. So now you see them. So apparently they are found in other images as well. So you can actually see they are being selected. So right now I have 17 particles. This is a small selection apparently. In my experience, you can do anything that below 100, and that's fine. But anything above 100 will be overwhelming for both the system and yourself in the manual review process. Now let's go to the manual refine process, which is to align these particles, and then we can make our decision which one is a true match and which ones are false positive. So all you need to do is to click alignment. You still have to select a template first to do that, because we have a selection of 17 particles, but we now we still want to have a template to align them apparently. So you can use 14 or you can use other particle as a template for the alignment. In this case, you can only select one particle as a template, not like in the matching finding process, you can select multiple particles as templates, but in the actual alignment process, you can only select one particle as template because you can align with multiple ones apparently. So all I need to do is let's go ahead and select this particle as templates. You have to use mark. So only particles that's marked is used as a template in the particle alignment function. So all you need to do is to mark the particle. You do is right click this particle number and say mark this particle. So right now it's marked, and you do click alignment. Yeah, you can